Hey, welcome. You know, in a world that just feels, well, more complicated every day, finding your own path can feel like a huge challenge. So today, we're going to break down some really powerful ideas to help you build a life that actually feels meaningful, one step at a time. Let's get into it. I mean, this is the big one, isn't it? It's the question we all ask ourselves, especially when you're trying to figure things out in a world that's kind of unpredictable. We get hit with all these messages about what success should look like. But what if the real answer is something totally different, something deeper? So, society tends to give us this scorecard, right? It's all about your grades, how much money you make, the title on your business card. But what if there's a different way to keep score? One that's based on, are you growing as a person? Are you helping people around you? And can you sleep at night feeling good about the effort you put in? That's a whole different ballgame. To get there, we're going to explore 5 key pillars. First, we'll talk about finding your inner compass. Then, we'll reframe how we look at success and failure. After that, we'll get into the real engine of progress, discipline. Then, we'll see how to apply all this to your career. And we'll wrap it all up with a simple, powerful message about what you can do today. Okay, first up, finding your inner compass. And the big idea here is that a real sense of purpose doesn't start with some big, shiny external goal. Nope. It starts with who you decide to be on the inside. So what really matters? Well, think about these qualities. Honesty, so people can trust you. Discipline, so you can make progress. Kindness, which connects you to others. Curiosity, to keep you learning. And resilience, so you can get back up when you get knocked down. See, these aren't trophies you win once. They're muscles you build every single day. This is the foundation for everything else. Oh, this is so important. So many of us wait around, right? We wait for the perfect plan or some lightning bolt of inspiration before we do anything. But here's the secret. You don't find your purpose by thinking about it. You find it by doing. You take a small step, you learn something, you adjust your course. The clarity you're searching for is on the other side of that first step. So, if you're gonna start taking action, you are 100% going to face some setbacks. It's just part of the deal. The question is, how do you handle it? The key isn't trying to avoid failure. It's about completely changing your relationship with it. This simple shift in mindset is a total game changer. It's so easy to see failure as a final verdict, like it's proof you're not good enough. But what if you saw it as feedback? Just data. It's not a judgment on you, it's just information telling you, hey, maybe try this differently next time. When you see it that way, the shame disappears and you can actually learn something. And that's exactly why we shouldn't be afraid of the struggle. That struggle is what builds the strength you'll need for the long haul. You know, success that comes easy can be pretty fragile, but the success that you earn by overcoming challenges, that's the kind that lasts. It's solid. Okay, so we know we need to act and we know we need to learn from our mistakes. But how do we actually make ourselves do it, especially on the days we don't feel like it? Well, that brings us to our third pillar, the engine of discipline. Look, we all love feeling motivated. It's great, but motivation is a pretty flaky friend. It shows up when things are new and exciting, but it's gone the second things get hard. Discipline, though, discipline is a system. It's what you do whether you feel inspired or not. It's the engine that keeps chugging along day in and day out. And you build that discipline with really simple daily habits. Seriously, none of these are earth-shattering. Reading to learn something new, practicing the fundamentals of your craft, getting enough sleep, moving your body, and maybe the most important one, just showing up. Consistently. These small, boring actions create incredible momentum over time. I love this idea. It's so easy to get impressed by someone with a ton of natural talent. But you know what? Talent that doesn't put in the work eventually hits a wall. It's the person who shows up every day, who puts in the reps, who always crosses the finish line strong. Consistency, that's the real superpower. All right, section 4. Let's get practical. How do we take all this internal stuff, our compass, our approach to failure, our discipline, and apply it to the very real challenge of figuring out a career? So how do you get that first shot? The source material boils it down to 3 beautifully simple things. 1. Be prepared. Really do your homework and know the fundamentals. 2. Be reliable. Be that person everyone knows they can count on. And 3. Be willing to start small. Don't worry about the title, worry about the experience. Every master was once an apprentice. And once you're in a job, how do you know if it's the right place for you? Instead of chasing money or status, try asking yourself these 3 questions. Am I learning new things? Am I growing as a person? Am I becoming more capable? If the answer to those is a big yes, then you are on a very, very good path. And that brings us to our last and honestly our most important section. After all this talk, after all these ideas, what's the one thing you absolutely need to hear right now? It all boils down to this. This is the heart of it all. First, you need to know this. You are capable. You have what it takes. Second, don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. Just start small. Third, build a system of discipline. Don't wait for motivation to strike. And last, and please, really hear this one. Do not give up. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Forget about next week or even tomorrow. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is one small thing, just one, that you will do today to move forward? Because remember, clarity comes after action. Your journey starts right now.